November 21st September 23, Baba says, sweet children, as long as souls are playing their parts, they cannot take 100% rest. Means while we are here on this field of action, we are playing our roles, souls are in the bodies, taking different bodies, we play our parts. So Baba says they cannot take 100% rest. They take a rest in the land of nirvana, where there is no part to play. Because what is the land of nirvana? It's the soul world, Paramdham, Brahmalok, whichever way we call it. So there only we can have complete rest because there is no part to play. So as long as soul is in the body, you cannot say that I need rest. Complete rest you cannot have. Even mind also cannot be thoughtless. So always there will be some thoughts. Question: what thoughts do the children who become tired of studying have, which then become sinful thoughts? Some children, they become, why they become tired of studying? Who will become tired of studying? Suppose if you are a good student, and what is the definition of a good student? Teacher is teaching. When the teacher is teaching in the classroom also you have attention, and then side by side you are doing your homework also accurately. If you didn't finish your homework 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, slowly it's getting accumulated, then you feel tired, you feel heavy. So if in this study also, if I am imbibing the knowledge at the same time, I'm trying to, whatever Baba said, I try to implement that, then it's like my homework is done accurately. So I feel encouragement, I feel zeal and enthusiasm, I feel confidence, I don't feel tired. So now Baba is also asking, who become tired? What are their thoughts? So let us listen. Answer. First, they have thoughts of leaving the father, that is, of divorcing the father. So if somebody has these thoughts that enough, I can't study more, it's very heavy for me. So which means they are tired. Baba says to have this thought is to have a sinful thought of leaving the father. We were calling out to this father for such a long time. Since Dwapar Yug, since Copper Age, we have started calling out in the form of bhakti. We did a lot of bhakti, lot of devotion. And now it's the time of getting the fruit of devotion. Baba has come to give us the fruit of devotion. He has come to meet all his devotees. So then this thought comes to Baba's children after coming to Baba, and then after understanding, then it's a sin to have such a thought. Not to study means to become tired. Such children spoil their income. Because Baba always says, any knowledge you gain in this world, it never goes waste, right? It's a source of income. It will always help you in your career, in your profession, even in your relationships, in different aspects of life. So here also, Baba says this is the source of income, and this income is much, much more, much higher than any other income. Because this study is for the soul, and it is imbibed, it is engraved in the soul. So wherever we go, we take this with us. Even if we leave this body, we take the sanskars with us, sanskar of Gyan. So if I leave the study, if I even have thought of leaving the study, which means Baba says it's a sin. Such children spoil their income. Income will stop. Because if you stop the study, income also stops. Because it is influencing each and every aspect of my life. Second, if you sulk with the mother and father due to any situation, ruthna, naraz hona, if you sulk of 21 births. Right now, with this one birth of study, we are receiving the sovereignty of 21 births. Which 21 births? You remember in golden age how many births? You
Eight.
can write also. 8 in the golden age. Silver
12,
age,
silver age 12.
12. So
Mhm.
it's 20. Then one birth is now
20.
conference age. We are also accumulating income in this. We get the direct instant fruit here as well. So total 21 births of sovereignty. Here we get self-sovereignty, and in future we will get world sovereignty. So Baba says first you become emperors, kings of your own self, and then you become emperors of the world. Because if I cannot control myself, I cannot rule my own sense organs, how will I rule the world? So first thing is this. But if you sulk with mother and father due to any situation, Baba says you lose the sovereignty for 21 births. It's like, if you don't respect the teacher, you're going to school, but you don't have respect for teacher. How will you study? You cannot imbibe study. So that is a basic thing, having respect for the teachers. So here, mother and father, he is our father, mother also, and he is the teacher as well. He is the Satguru as well. So if for any reason I say something or I feel something negative about God, or I blame or complain God, I cannot imbibe the knowledge. I will lose that fortune of sovereignty, right? Song is people of today are Om Shanti. This is a song and a prayer of path of devotion. Some songs are like prayers. Whom do they pray to? Because they are calling out God that we are in darkness, you come and take us into light. They pray to God, but because of being in extreme darkness, they don't know God. This is the question. Everyone is on the path of devotion. They are calling God, but they don't know exactly who they are, where they are, how to connect with them, although they are worshipping them. Don't you feel that even after doing prayers and worship, sometimes we are not sure that whether it is reaching or not? Then many rituals were created on the path of devotion just to make sure that our concentration is there. God Himself, He doesn't need any kind of rituals from us. Truth is that He just needs a pure heart from our side. But all these things were supporting to create that feeling. You see, when we do puja or bhakti or any kind of devotion with complete rituals, we also have a confidence that we are doing it right. It is reaching Him. So some feeling is there, like even if we offer prasad, bhog to gods, so that thing is also there, that I will prepare it with so much of love and devotion when I have to offer to Him. Normally, maybe we don't pay much attention, but if you are preparing prasad, you will pay much attention about your thoughts, feelings, everything. So, all these systems were created in that way. But on the way, the real meaning is lost somewhere. And because of that, only rituals, only external things remain. Then just it's like, fulfill the ritual, you just do it for the sake of doing it. But if you don't have that feeling, and feeling cannot come without understanding, if we don't understand who is God, that is what Baba is saying. Now, Baba is God. Now, He is watching us doing all this for such a long time. himself giving introduction, then we don't need any mediator in between who tells us anything about him, because everyone was telling in different ways and different forms, and we were not sure that which form to worship, how to remember. When I sit in meditation also, if I am not clear about his real form, then I will be confused where to focus, which image to focus. There are so many images in our head. Now he comes, he says that my original form is only light. You just remember me alone. You are also light. I am also light. So just imagine. You will find it's very interesting, even in the path of devotion, no matter which deity, which Devi Devta you worship, you always light a lamp. Aarti karte hain. So what is that is the symbol of the Supreme, because all the deities, they are the creation of one incorporeal, the divine light is the Father. So Baba says, so who would listen to them? Only when God hears their call. Baba says, they are in the prayers, they are calling God. Now who would listen to them? Only when God hears their call can He come and ignite their lights. However, children don't know God. So how can He hear them? You are now sitting personally in front of me. This is also, in general, He is hearing the voices of everyone's heart. But it's like when I don't know your phone number, I don't know which number to dial, how to connect. So the connection is not very clear, no? I cannot reach you. So same way we are trying to reach God in different forms. Now Baba comes and tells, Baba tells his phone number to us. You know what is Baba's phone number? You know? It's 000. Baba says, ling, ling, ling. 000. I am zero. I the soul. First I become zero. Finish all the stories, because all the stories related to the body. So when I sit, when I want to connect, I become zero. Baba is zero. Is also a point. I connect with zero. And I put a point, means I put a full stop to everything what has happened until now. So when I dial this number accurately, then I can connect there. So Baba has told this, in the previous Murlis. This is Baba's phone number if you want to connect. So Baba says, you are now sitting personally in front of me. Because when Baba comes in Madhuban, so it was like when Sakar Baba, Brahma Baba was there. Then Shiv Baba used to come every morning and used to speak Murli through his mouth, and children are listening. And Baba even used to say that even Brahma Baba's soul itself is also listening at that time. He's also a student. He's not the guru. Because he's just the medium. Shiv Baba is using his body. He even doesn't know what is he going to speak. And there are very interesting stories about once what happened. Baba said something in the Murli about this war was going on between India and China. At that time, Baba said in the Murli, see how they are fighting like the chickens. They fight for their grain. They are fighting like that. For Baba, all are children. God is God. He can say anything in the Murli. And Murli is for Baba's children. It is not for the outsiders. You see, for outsiders, they don't understand who is Baba and who is speaking. They don't know. So, but somehow that Murli reached the government. And time somebody speaking, that's not right. So So you can hear me clearly? Voice and video is clear? Not clear? Gopi bhai?
It's okay. I can hear you. I can hear you. It's good.
Okay, maybe
The voice,
video has some issue.
no, I think I can see the signal getting different colors like white, yellow, and then red. So the video pauses,
Oh,
and then all of a sudden the audio just rushes in, and then I'm not able to hear. I mean, for now, what you said, I didn't hear. Like after the Baba's message, it reached the government, there was a huge pause, and then the
hello.
video froze.
Okay. So now I don't know what to do, but let me see the connection.
Maybe I will keep my video off. So maybe sometimes if there is like too much video on, sometimes Zoom does that. I'll keep my video off.
Yeah. Okay. So when this Murli, the words of Baba, it reached somewhere to the government people, and they come with search warrant. Now, if police comes, it is the time Baba is in Madhuban, and all the children, it's like Baba is in his room and all the children are there. So when police comes, of course, children are little bit, scared that what will happen. So they try to hide Baba. Dadi used to share that, there was one Dadi, senior Dadi, Dadi Manohar Indra. She used to share this story that when police came, I tried my best to keep them busy in sharing knowledge and showing them the exhibition and something, because I didn't want that they should go to Baba. Why should they arrest Baba? Then Baba came to know that they have come. Now can you hear me? How is the voice now?
It is better, sister. Maybe it's only the internet connection stuff. That's okay.
Mm-hmm. So now when Baba come to know that police has come, so Baba said, send them. Baba's children have come to Baba's home, send them to Baba's room. Why you are stopping them? So because for him, all are children, whether they are policemen or whoever. So then they came. Upstairs was Baba's room. Baba was sitting there. It's like half lie down on his bed. And they entered in. Baba looked at them with a very sweet drishti, and Baba said, Aao bacche, bacche come. You have come to your father's home. As soon as Baba said that, they were like, they just melted, their heart melted, and they were bow down in front of Baba and started speaking very softly. And they liked it so much. Baba gave them toli and everything, There were some mangoes. Baba gave them mangoes, and they're sitting there very sweetly. They say, before they were very aggressive, and as soon as they come in front of Baba, they're very sweet, and they say that, Baba, we just want to ask one thing, that why you speak this kind of words. This is so sensitive to speak like this, very softly. We just want to request that don't use this kind of language. It will not be safe for you. Baba smiled. Baba said that I didn't say this. Shiv Baba said this, And he says, okay, then where is Shiv Baba? Can we meet him? You can tell him. He said, actually, he comes in the morning, he speaks, and then he leaves. He goes back. Now he will come tomorrow morning. Then they said, okay, when Shiv Baba comes, when he comes tomorrow morning, please give him our message. Then don't speak these kind of words. So it was like, they come with such a different feeling. And when they come in front of Baba, the whole feeling changes. So these are many stories that Baba talking to us children directly is totally a different vibration. It's like somebody else gives you your father's introduction, but you haven't seen your father. And then one day, Father himself reaches you. He appears in front of you. And he just says, I'm your father, you are my child. He doesn't need to say much. Only this much is enough because everything else is there in front of your eyes. Before somebody was trying to describe him, but you don't know. Still you create your different images. You don't know who he is actually. Okay, we study the essence to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. And spiritual children say Namaste to spiritual father. रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप दादा को
Yatya, good morning.
यात्यार good morning
Namaste.
और नमस्ते.
Namaste.
Shukriya, Papa. Shukriya.
शुक्रिया पापा.
Thank you, Papa.
So, it's like when you donate something, दान में देते हैं, when you donate something, you don't even have a thought of taking it back, right? So same way, I'm donating my weaknesses to Baba, my vices to Baba. Baba says, you donate all the old things to me, I will give you the new. Old sanskars you donate, you get the new. Same way, anything, my body, my mind, my wealth, anything that I donate, Baba said, become a complete donor. Surrender everything to the Father with honesty and transfer it to the new world. It's like when I get anything in my hand, I ask Baba. If I am surrendered through my intellect, I ask Baba, Baba, how should I use it? You know, if you start approaching in this way, how should I use? When you get your salary also, you ask Baba, how should I divide it? You will get the answers and he will not allow you to waste even a single penny. You know, sometimes we just spend like that. It was not required also. And it will be used in a worthwhile way. Everything. My thoughts, my words, my actions, my wealth, my connections, and my each and every breath belongs to Baba. Because when I say Baba, everything is yours. Everything means everything is yours. Then Baba doesn't need keep it, but as a trustee. Use it as a trustee. Baba is not going to take to Paramdham. So as a trustee, when you use, you cannot make a mistake. So he will guide you. Second, become a trustee for as long as you live. Take Srimat from the Father at every step. We have Baba's children who give their complete chart and they take guidance from the beginning for everything of theirs. They will take guidance that how should I use it? How should I divide it? How much to keep for the future? Also, Baba has given the divisions actually. At one part, you should also keep for the emergencies, for for family and for other things. It's not that all you spend. One part you use for seva, one part you use for your own expenses, your family expenses. So like that. So if there is a division, proper division. So taking Srimat for that. Srimat means direction of Shri Shri, Shiv Baba. And Baba always says Shri word means elevated. Like Shri Lakshmi, Shri Narayan, Shri Ram, Shri Sita, we say. Shri. Why we say Shri? Because they are the elevated ones. Nowadays, Baba says many people use Shri word with them, but in Kali Yuga, we cannot call anybody as Shri because they are not. Nobody is elevated. Everyone is in a very low stage now. Even some people use Shri Shri 108 also with their name, but Baba says only Baba is Shri Shri. Others, deities of the golden age and silver age, you can call them Shri. But later ones, we cannot, because bodies also become impure and there are vices also. So we cannot call them Shri. So Shri Mat means the Mat direction of that one, the elevated direction. And elevated direction is only given by Baba. So we take that elevated direction. Like there is, one is Shri Mat, another is Man Mat, third is Parmat. Shri Mat means God's elevated direction. Man Mat means dictates of my own mind. And Paramat means other people's directions. We listen to others sometimes. Someone said that, or majority is saying that. Their opinions influence us. That is Paramat. So we should not, Baba says, don't listen to the dictates of others and dictates of your mind, because dictates of your own minds are influenced by your old sanskars, old habits, or the old world. So now we listen to one direction, elevated direction of Baba. Never sulk with Srimat or follow the dictates of your own mind. When is the conflict? When do you sulk? When you feel, okay, Baba says this, but I feel this is not right. Who are you to feel? Who said that? This is the ego sitting inside. My old sanskars, my arrogance about my own intelligence says that I feel that what Baba said, this point was okay, but this point I don't feel okay. Do I have the authority to judge? Do I have the authority to judge Baba's Srimat according to my mind or my intellect? Do I have? Who am I to judge God's directions? So that also sometimes, and sometimes we manipulate Baba's directions. Suppose Baba says that you have to do seva and you also have to take care of your family. You also have to study every day, but take care of your family also. You need a balance. Now some Baba's children, then they just pick up half point. Baba said, take care of your family. That's why I'm not coming to the class. That's why I don't have time for studying Murli, because Baba said, you have to take care of your family also. So we need to balance. Where is balance? This is imbalance. You have to keep both. Then it is balance. I keep my spiritual progress. I keep time for that also. And at the same time, I don't ignore my duties, my responsibilities in this life. Then it is called perfect balance. So today's blessing, may you be a helper of God and experience God's magic in doing service by being in a combined form. May you be a helper of God. This is a title. Actually, God is helping us. Sometimes you tell a small child, can you help me to do this? Actually, you can do this by yourself, but you want to teach him. You want to make him stronger. So you ask him to do. You will say in this way that I need your help. Father, mother, they need your help. Reality is, we are actually helping the child. Same way, Baba, when he says that become God's helper, the hidden thing behind is God's hidden agenda. He wants to make us powerful. He is actually helping us by giving us the opportunities to serve in any way. He gives us the opportunities. So Baba says, may you be a helper of God and experience God's magic in doing service by being in a combined form. Me and Baba combined, not separate, never separate. So Baba says, do not just consider yourself to be a server, but do service while considering yourself to be a godly server. Underline this. See, we were doing service already. Before also, we used to serve the society, serve the community in different ways. But somewhere that is like I am serving. Somewhere a very subtle ego or arrogance can develop. Very easy to develop that I am doing so much. Now we change to new title to be a godly server. A server who is serving with God's directions and also It's a huge task already started by God Himself, and we become helpers in that task. We get the opportunity to serve in some way, in any way, into that huge task. So by your having this awareness, remembrance and service will automatically be combined. Whatever we are doing, like we come to the center, everyone comes together. Baba created these homes. Everyone comes together to serve in different ways. Some people can serve with money, some people can serve with their body. That, okay, they offer that I have time, I can do the cleaning, I can wash the dishes, I can do this, you know. So, but on a macro level, if you see this, everyone is contributing in different ways in one task, God's task of creating heaven. So everything, every single thing is important. Even when we are sitting in yoga, so Baba says you have to serve with, sometimes Baba says you have to serve with BMW. You know how to serve with BMW? Body, mind, and wealth in all different ways. It should be directed towards creation of heaven on this earth. So when I do it with that consciousness, then Baba says you have to be combined. Only then you will do everything in that consciousness that I am combined with God. So whatever I'm doing is with that direction. When you separate God from His service, that you do because you become alone, the destination of success seems far away. Like you are doing seva. In the beginning, why I'm doing this seva, why I'm doing this service? Because Baba has said this. Even if through the instruments, somebody will become the instrument who will say that, okay, this seva, who can do? So then you raise your hand, okay, I can, this is how it happens. So you raise your hand, you say that, okay, I can take this responsibility, I can take this duty, everyone is. So in the beginning, why I raise my hand? Because I know whose task is this. This is not ordinary human being saying, it is God's task. But on the way, sometimes what happens, what Baba is mentioning, that you separate service from God. You are doing that, you become conscious of that action. That, okay, I'm doing this, I have to do it accurately. But meanwhile, you forget that that elevated thought is lost. That what I'm doing is that great service of divine task of world transformation. I'm contributing in that. So it's like part of my share into that contribution in that task. So then what happens? The destination of success seems far away. Therefore, do not consider yourself to be a helper, but that you are a godly helper. That is required. Always remember your name and service will automatically be filled with God's magic, and anything impossible will become possible. When I have this awareness that He is combined with me, and this is, even if you are doing the same task that you were doing before, your ordinary job, your family responsibilities, but now you shift the consciousness, even that also you can feel God's magic. When you feel that this is not my children or my people, these are all God's children. I am just a trustee in the house. Baba has appointed me here to take care of His children. So I'm taking care of His children. Shift the consciousness, that becomes godly service. Even while living at home, that becomes godly service, ordinary duty. It was like ordinary responsibility which you have to do. Now it becomes, you will find a different kind of zeal and enthusiasm in that. And you will see God's magic, Baba says. And anything impossible will become possible. Baba, I have to talk to Baba every now and then. Children. You tell me what is right for them. You know better. When there are choices, when you have decisions to make, surrender to Him. Let your intellect sit in meditation. Even working, also connect there and get the answer. So, slogan for today: in order to become a karma, be seated on your lotus seat. Lotus means being detached and loving. Baba says you have to become like lotus lives in the free water. But it is separate, detached from that water. The wonderful thing is, lotus, the whole family of lotus is inside that mud. But lotus itself is detached. It's taking food from that water only. But no influence of that color, that dirt on the lotus. So it's uninfluenced. Same, we have to live in this world. We cannot leave the world on these or our responsibilities. So sometimes this world in Kali is like that muddy water. But while living in that, while surviving in there, I stay detached from the negativities of the world. I take my food means it's like lotus is taking the nourishment also from that, what is required. So I can choose only the goodness. And I'm detached from the negative. So while living this world, I live like the lotus like life. That is what Baba calls as seated on your lotus seat. You see, they show deities, many deities seated on the lotus. That is the meaning behind that. It's not that they're really sitting on the lotus. Lotus is not that big. It's a big thing. So when we see those deities in front of us, they are like role models. It's like a reminder for us that I should be like that, become like that. So in order to become a karma yogi, be seated on your lotus seat, be detached and loving. While doing karma, I am detached. In my yoga, my connection is there. I'm not too much involved in everything. I do my best, but I'm inside. Okay, so this was Murli for today. So you share something. What is your takeaway?
Thank you, sister.
Anybody? Yeah.
Yeah, when you started reading the Murli today, about the first point, we all until we reach the nirvana, we will not be having any rest. They cannot take 100% rest. So this reminded me about our sweet partner Soman. Someone was keep saying that I'm completely restless. Like I could not. I'm looking for a target, but I'm not able to take rest. Something like that. So just reminded me about his point, and now we have an answer for that also. And the second thing, what I
So you should
feel.
tell him that Mrs. Murli is giving his You can tell him the group. You can share with him.
Yeah, sure. I will. And about the services part, yes, we all think in a way that we are doing good for the community. We are trying to cater the community at the best. There is an additional point has been given, a reminder to us that we need to consider ourselves to be a godly server. So this I think we should remember forever.
Yeah. This is a safety also.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So,
Bhupenda, you
Shanti.
want to share something? Yeah.
Yes. Om Shanti, sister. So to me, like two main points like struck me. One is that the number ling ling ling. So I am zero and Baba is the light that is leading us, and then I have to put a zero, put an ending to all the negativity, the ego, the desire, expectations, and everything. So that is one thing that is very strong. And then the second thing is like donate the old to become new. This has a very deeper meaning. I mean, from Baba's perspective, I mean, I never thought that donating old is like also donating old habits and the conditioning that we were brought up with. So this is a very beautiful and deeper perspective from Baba's vision. So I will try to make best of that, and then, yes, to become a better version of myself.
Yeah. So good, we take something from the Murli and we can work on that. This is a very beautiful student life, godly students. We should remember wherever we are, should remember we are godly students of the godly university. Yeah. So we will sit in Baba's remembrance now, but before that, I just wanted to check with you. Do you have a plan to go for the retreat in Kunming?
I'm just checking the tickets and the flights. From wherever it is taking a minimum 3 hours to 4.5 hours to reach the retreat. So I'm just worried for my son because he gets a little bit of dizziness in the car. It is not exactly car sickness, but he cannot bear that much of a road travel. So that I will have to think about, but I will make best. If I am not in Shanghai, I will definitely come there with the family.
No, you come, but you have to decide in like by tomorrow, latest
Yes,
by
yes.
tomorrow, because then we have to confirm there the numbers and everything.